Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Boolin. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On second down, here's Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. DJ Reader in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, now Bortles. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now out comes Houston. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a first down throw. Watson escaping the pressure. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Watson now on second down.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Come back, come back. Richmond.
Third and long. It's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Lucy. 11.
Bortles now on first down. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey.
Shotgun now for Boolin. Shark's got it left side. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Throwing now is Boolin. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On first down, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Back 22!
Watson going to throw again. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Back 22! Back 22!
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
11.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, it's Bortles. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Whitney merciless. In there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Lucy.
Now Bortles. And this one is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson escapes it, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Richmond. Tiger.
On 2nd down, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. And now running right through it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Watson on 1st down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Again, it's Miller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back now in Houston, and we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a play fake. Bortles. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him. Taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself. Doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
372.
Now Bortles. Out to his left. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flushed to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
Throwing is Bortles. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by K'Von Webster. And the return will stop right around the 25. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Watson. And an alley to run. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shedding the tackle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson hands this to Foreman. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's a give to Miller. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Watson operating from the gun. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Bortles going to look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw, Bortles. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now out comes Houston. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Miller. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And they are able to spike this in time. And that is going to set up a field goal try that one way or the other will decide this football game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And off the upright, and it caroms in. It's good. The kick is good, and that writes a crazy finish to this one. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Houston, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.